Wales travelling to Italy in the second week of the Six Nations. I have got the Italian gear on today. I usually like to wear the gear for a team that I think is going to do well, or if it's a review team that has done well. I'm not saying I think the Italians are going to win this one. I just wanted to put the Italian gear on because I think I might not get that many chances. But hey, they're at home. They got Wales visiting, so we'll see if they can up their game from last week with their loss against Scotland. Italy are in 6th in the Six Nations. A familiar spot, I know, but yeah, it doesn't get any easier with Wales coming to town. Wales are in 3rd with their win over France. Kind of good second half performance from them in that comeback. Italy did have a last kind of hurrah 10 minutes against Scotland, so maybe they can take that last 10 minutes, put it into 80. Anyway, so what's happening with this one? Last 5 results, no surprises that Wales have taken all 5. The last time Italy got a win over Wales was back in 2007, and that was in Rome. So it's been a few years since they've tasted any success. And the average score between these two teams has been 44-15 in favour of the Welsh. And it's not only in Wales. One of those last 5 was Wales put 60 points on over in Rome. So yeah, it doesn't look all that likely for the Italians, but I'll put the squads in the description. You guys can have a wee look and see how things are going. For the Italians, there's a fair bit of stability there. You still got Alan, who's going to run the show from 10. Giraldini, the guy who put up 100 caps last week, is still at hooker. Parise is always going to be there. Campagnaro has moved. He's back in the midfield, which is probably a good thing for Italian fans. Padovani is starting on the wing, which is one of the changes. One of the props has been changed as well, so Cagillo is starting. Forgive me on my Italian stuff. I'm still trying to catch up on just how I should be watching these guys. But yeah, McKinley's on the bench. It's always nice to see him come on. It's a bit of a feel-good every time you see him. But yeah, I look at the Italian team and then I look at the Welsh team, and it does seem like a pretty tall order. Although the Welsh, Gatland has switched things up a wee bit for this one. He's made 10 changes to that squad that went into Paris and got the win. Interestingly, of those 10 changes, one is at number 10. So Biggar is starting at 10 after kind of coming on and really running the show when he came on last week. Anscombe drops to the bench, as does Alan Wynne-Jones. Moriarty's on the bench. So yeah, there's a fair few changes there. Amos is on the bench this week. Liam Williams still starting at fullback. Jonathan Davies is captaining from 13 with Alan Wynne on the bench, so it's kind of good for him to lead the ship. He was one of the better players last week for the Welsh. Who else has changed? The back row is Wainwright, Young, and Navidi. So Navidi is moving to number 8 to kind of fill that gap left by Moriarty. There is no Tipperick in the squad this week. I suppose he gets a well-earned rest. But yeah, despite the changes, you still look at that Welsh squad and think it's pretty mean looking. Yeah, even on the bench, there's just so much depth. So the bookies have got Wales by a whopping 17 points. You might say that's actually not that much, but I suppose it is an away fixture for them. They started slow last week, so perhaps bookies, or at least the punters, aren't putting faith that it's going to be a blowout. But yeah, it could well be, especially if Italy don't show up. I mean, both sides started slow last week, so they'll both, there's a fire engine going down the street. It's not a police car. But yeah, both sides started slow last week, so they'll both need to kind of get out of the blocks a bit quicker. Warren Gatland will especially want his boys to be a bit sharper. But to their credit, they turned it around last week. To Italy's credit, they didn't give up. They still fought right until the end, but by that stage, the pressure was already off. So we need to see these guys start to show some bite when the pressure is still actually on. But yeah, last 5, all Wales. Scoreline, all Wales. Bookies have got all Wales. Everything here is pointing to Wales. Can anybody see a banana skin on this one? I wouldn't have thought so, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think these squads look? Who are you backing, by how much, and any kind of key guys you're looking to see put in big shifts, like Ball and Baird for Wales in that second row, without Alan Wynne there, to see how they go. I suppose this is the game. If he's going to do a bit of experimenting, this is the one to do it. I also should have mentioned that Davies starts at 9 as well, so definitely a bit of chopping and changing for Gatland's men. Do let me know some insights on the Italians. As I said, they are probably my weakest team in terms of knowledge. I have tried to watch them a wee bit in the pro, but yeah, kind of few and far between at times. You guys let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.